Story now. The ANC in Tshwane is unhappy that staff and councillors haven't been paid their salaries for this month. It accuses the DA-led coalition of running the city to the ground. Let's hear from Fortune Mathabathe, the League's regional coordinator in the city of Tshwane. Fortune, thank you very much for your time here on eNCA. So I believe salaries weren't paid to councillors and Tshwane staff members for today, rather, when it's payday. Have you been given any reason as to why?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't think we need much of an explanation because the ANC Youth League has been vocal around this particular issue. We've made an indication since the release of the Auditor General's report that made an indication that the city of Tshwane is currently the worst performing municipality in Gauteng in terms of its finances. We are currently sitting at 2.7 billion worth of fruitless and wasteful expenditure. So we've long predicted the current situation, and if you check the past 2 financial years, you would notice that, or you would come to the realization that the Democratic Alliance have been relying on grants that they've been receiving from national government and provincial government to make sure that they pay staff. So now they've gotten to a point where they no longer can exploit that particular option, and we are sitting with this particular situation.
So you're not even going to ask for any explanation, but I'm just wondering, I do remember that Eskom had to actually turn off the lights for the city of Tshwane, particularly the offices there, etc. And a few weeks later or so, the mayor, Randall Williams, tweeting that they've been able to settle that particular account. It wasn't so long ago when he tweeted that. Do you think the finances now have anything to do with the fact that they had to now, re-look at the money that they have to pay Eskom?
If you look at the finances of City of Tshwane, you would notice that they do not have enough funds to even deliver basic services. Look at their CAPEX budget now and their CAPEX balance. You will also see that all CAPEX projects across the City of Tshwane have come to a standstill. There is no construction that is taking place, but also they've been owing Eskom for a long time now, and it is only now that they've managed to settle the debt. So it's a classical case of resolving issues this side and things getting messed up on the other side. So they've not really done much. Paying electricity is not enough. You must be able to have an OPEX budget that is able to cover all the operations of the municipality. And we are sitting now with the city of Tshwane that is unable to deliver services, that is also delivering, and when it does deliver service at some point, they deliver poor services. And this is why we have taken a posture as the ANC Youth League in Tshwane to say that to call upon the provincial government of Gauteng to institute Section 139 of the Section 139C of the Constitution and put the municipality under administration until it gets to a point where it stabilizes its finances. But currently, as things are, the municipality is bankrupt. The municipality has collapsed. All the operations of the municipality. The executive mayor himself, Randall Williams, that you are speaking about, did not get paid today. So we have been vocal and we have raised these things consistently to say that these people are incompetent. Fire this executive mayor. Not long ago, he was trying to shove down the throats of city officials, bullying them to facilitate an unsolicited bid tender of 26 billion. Imagine in the midst of the crisis that they are facing as a municipality. So these people are clueless about what they are doing, and we are calling for the complete collapse of this right-wing racist coalition that is taking place between the Freedom Front plus Action SA and the Democratic Alliance in the city of Tshwane.
I mean, I have to ask you this question. I know one is a political organization and one is actually supposed to deliver services to the people, but you also belong to an organization that is facing monetary issues with employees also not paid. So it's quite ironic, isn't it?
Let us not fall into the temptation of comparing apples with bananas. The African National Congress does not...
No, it could be 2 different things, but the African National Congress is still the party that leads this country, and it has monetary issues.
Yes, I'm responding to that particular issue as well. I'm saying to you, the African National Congress does not rely, or its operations does not rely on the taxpayers' money. Here we're talking about a municipality that has taxpayers who are paying taxes, and that has flouted and also contravened its constitutional obligations of delivering services and also paying its employees and satisfying all its employee costs. So the fact that the African National Congress is unable to pay its staff, that is the responsibility of the members of the African National Congress and its leadership. It's got nothing to do with local taxpayers, but regardless of the fact that we are the ruling government.
Yeah, well, that's why I made it a point to let you know earlier that we know that one is supposed to deliver services and one is a political organization. But it looks like, to South Africans at least, it looks like, all politicians are not ready to get their houses in order at the end of the day. That's just how it looks to a lot of South Africans.
The city of Tshwane has been relegated to junk status. It means that it means that these people have. Remember, when we left government in 2016, if you make reference, if you would allow me to make reference to the Auditor General's report of 2016 to 2017, these people, we left a capex surplus of 600 million there. Today we are sitting with a deficit of 2.7 billion. Now, my point here is that we as members of the African National Congress hold the incumbency of holding the leadership of the African National Congress accountable for whatever happens within the ANC. But local citizens, including those who are not members of the ANC, have the right to access decent services and have the right the executive of the city accountable. And that's the point I'm trying to drive across here. Let us not be opportunistic and try to bring in ANC internal issues on issues that are should be directed at service delivery.
But it's also an indictment on the same ANC that you say, of course, as we saw the AG's report showing a decline in terms of the management of services and the management of money in the city of Tshwane, yet the people of Tshwane are still not bringing the ANC back into power in that city. So it's still an indictment on the political party itself.
Remember, the African National Congress in the city of Tshwane has not lost votes to any political party. We remain the organization that has the most votes. We are sitting with 70% votes, meaning that we are at the coalface of service delivery in the city. What councillors of the ANC, when service delivery declines in their communities, they go and interface with communities directly. Unlike these ones who make boardroom arrangements in their coalition meetings, they never get to interact with the community. They never get to account for any of their wrongdoings or any of the poor services that they're delivering to the people. So the ANC remains the organization that received the highest votes in the city of Tshwane. So it is incorrect that the people have elected the ANC. So the African National Congress in Tshwane is contesting elections with the voter turnout, not with any other organization.
All right. Well, let's leave it right there. Fortunate Mathabathe speaking to us there about the city of Tshwane apparently not being able to pay its staff today as it's payday. He says that the ANC would be able to govern the city of Tshwane, and at the moment their competition is not necessarily the DA or its coalition partners. It's in fact the fact that the people of Tshwane will not go out to participate in elections. You make your decision at home, but I still think that that's an indictment on that party as well. Let's move on to